The word tattoo originated in the 16th century and is defined as the act or practice of marking the skin with patterns, pictures, legends, etc., by making punctures in it and inserting pigments. The first use of permanent ink on skin dates back to 3000 BC, but the first registered tattoo was in the 18th century. In the beginning, people did not use tattoos as means of art, but as a symbol of status or rank. The popularity of tattoos has increased in the past couple of decades and have become more accepted and common in today's society. And about 1 in 5 people have tattoos today. Anyone can be a part of the community. Most people think that if you have one tattoo, you're part of a community, but others are more invested, knowing the different styles of techniques. Any person with a tattoo is more or less considered a part of the community. People in the community are artistic and want to share something about themselves through tattoos or piercings. Some people feel that a large mural is the way to go, while others feel that something small is still meaningful.
Alright. What was your first experience with tattooing?
Um, Me personally tattooing or getting tattooed?
Either one, both actually.
I first got tattooed when I was 19 years old, and usually for most people that's kind of late, but I didn't really know what I wanted to get tattooed, and I take a really long time deciding to get tattooed. And then as far as doing tattoos, I think my very, very first experience tattooing was when I was like 16. I gave one of my friends a tattoo. And she tried to give me one too. Hers still remains and mine does not. So I don't even remember what she did on me.
Was it just like an old gun or like
No, it was stick and poke.
Nice.
It was stick and poke. I hate to admit that, but it was stick and poke. So
That's a funny story. How did you first like learn about tattooing, I guess?
is there any way well, no one in my family has tattoos, and so there wasn't really a lot of that, but my grandfather was in the Navy, so he was always telling me stories about sailors with tattoos, very typical, old school. So as far as getting tattoos done, honestly, when I went to go get my first tattoo, I didn't have any friends who had tattoos, and it wasn't as common as it is now for people who are underage to have tattoos. So I just kind of looked for a shop, and I found one, and that was that. And as far as getting into tattooing, it was something that I kind of decided to do, and my husband supported it, and I just started telling people that that's what I was interested in doing, and eventually I found someone who knew someone who owned a shop, and I went over and talked to the artist.
Did you like start like with an apprenticeship on your end?
Yeah, I started with an apprenticeship, and I was kind of late in the game for tattooing because I was like 24 or 25 when I did that apprenticeship. Most people start when they're 18.
Yeah. What did that entail, like the apprenticeship? Like, what do you do for that?
Well, all apprenticeships are different, and some are better than others, and I don't really think that mine was very good, but usually an apprenticeship will entail things like learning about biohazard, learning how to keep the shop clean, learning the business aspects of tattooing, in addition to things like drawing and customer service and the technical aspects of tattooing, taking care of your machines, things like that.
How has tattooing changed from like when you first got yours or when you were younger till like now?
I feel like more people are getting tattooed underage, and a lot more shops are changing their policies about tattooing people underage. People come to get tattooed, they usually bring a lot of people. When I went to get tattooed, I brought one person and they didn't come back there with me. I think obviously tattooing is more widely accepted than when I first got a tattoo or when I first started tattooing even. When I did my apprenticeship, I still hid my tattoos because I still worked part-time and I worked in an office. So I had to make sure that whatever I had could not be seen if I was wearing business casual clothes.
What's your favorite style to tattoo?
I don't really have a favorite style. I mean, I enjoy doing anything that's in color of any style. color and animal-related tattoos. Those are fun.
Why do you like color better than black and white? Just because there's like more to the like tattoo in the end, or is it just like?
That's kind of a hard question because I think about that pretty often, especially when I do black and gray tattoos. It's not that I dislike black and gray, but I think that sometimes I feel like black and gray is one of those things that could be a specialty in and of itself. Like I feel that with color there's a lot more styles that color can encompass, but with black and gray you really have to nail it. So it's almost like something that people need to focus on and make sure that they're mastering. So it's fun to do black and gray. I do it, but I don't know, color, maybe it holds my attention better. I don't know, it's more fun. Yeah.
Most people in the tattoo industry will see themselves as artists. Most tattoo artists will also be painters or drawers. This just pertains to people who actually tattoo. I suppose people who have tattoos would consider themselves as regular people, just expressing themselves through ink, using their bodies as a canvas. Basically, the language of tattoo artists is the same as any other artist, using words such as hues, shades, lines, color, etc. to talk about how pieces should look. Other than that, everything they would tell their client is relatively normal chat. Normally, one doesn't see the words of artistry except on reality TV.
What was your first experience with tattooing?
Getting a tattoo or receiving?
Either.
My first tattoo I got on the forearm. It was by an apprentice in some shop in Arizona that I didn't know, and I just got a tattoo. It was a little Picasso piece.
What about the first time like you tattooed someone?
First time I tattooed someone was unprofessional with a machine that I didn't know how to use, and it turned out not so good.
You also have the bottom?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess like why did you first go get that tattoo in Arizona? Like what made you want to start like get tattoos, and then what made you want to start tattooing?
A couple reasons. Probably just I like art. I was young when I got it. Tattoos look cool, so I wanted one. That's probably the biggest reason it was. I don't know. There wasn't anything deep behind it. Just kind of wanted one.
What's the process like of like becoming an artist?
Typically it's an apprenticeship, traditional apprenticeship, which is could be 1 to 5 years depending on where you are, who you are. Sometimes there's money involved, sometimes there's not. But you learn the basics of running a shop, from cleaning a shop, creating clients, drawing, getting your drawings tattooable before you're able to, you work simple first, expand your styles and your drawings from there on out once you're comfortable moving on. Yeah, so typically an apprenticeship, some states offer schools for it, which is typical like in Oregon, let's say. But in this state, it's apprenticeships through shops specifically.
How has tattooing changed since like you were younger when you first were starting getting them and giving them to them?
My biggest thing with tattooing is just seeing cool artwork, and not so much looking badass or anything like that. So what I'm seeing that I really like is people progressing, people pushing, just like in the skateboard industry. I see it, where people are taking what's there and expanding on it and coming up with new things. There's a lot of females out here in the tattoo world, which I think is benefiting in many ways. I think anybody could decipher the different things wrong when it's drawing, and that elegance and stuff is starting to come through, and a lot of guys are seeing that. So that's the big thing I see, is just gearing more towards art as opposed to vanity, let's say.
What's your favorite style to tattoo?
It changes all the time. I like trying new things, but I like weird abstract art for sure. I love traditional tattoos. They're fun, they're simple, they're clean. They only look good if they're done 100% right. So it's a challenge. But I experiment with everything, realism to abstract visuals.
What's like a challenge with tattooing, like when it comes to like if you like your clients or whatever you call them? What's like the biggest challenge in that?
At first it was trust. When you don't have a big portfolio when you're new, it's people coming in. Let's start here. 90% of people that walk through the door don't even care or know they think we all do the same thing. I think the general public's changing with those TV shows and stuff that are out, but just I think because of where our industry was for a long time, I think my hardest days are when I have people in here that are worried that I care about their attention as opposed to what I want to do. Just make people realize that I care about what they want, and I'll always put them before me, but I obviously I have my own style.
You're the one drawing it and stuff, so that makes sense.
Exactly.
People who get a lot of art done on them would see themselves differently from the next. Some people feel misunderstood in the artwork they have gotten, while some people see it as a way to remember something that they will always love and always be a part of.